This is the Risk. That was a long pause. Grandnovice Series, where I, a Grandmaster on the free-for-all ladder, share a lower ranked game. From this, hopefully more people will see the game of Risk. Newer players can improve their play, and maybe we'll see something crazy happen. I don't know. So the main thing you should take from this, and the main thing you should do when you're going into a Risk game, is remember, you don't have to be number one to have fun. And actually, we're going to remove ourselves from the game right here as quickly as possible, because the point of the Risk Grandnovice Series is to see how lower ranked individuals play, see if we can take something from that. When we watch people online play, we're watching frequently really high skill level people playing against frequently other high skill level people, or they're in a lobby where it is just a mix. You'll get lower skill level people, but we want to see one that's pure low skill level people, and we're gonna sort of go through and see how they play. So let's look at this map, and hopefully we can learn something from that. Looking at this map here, it is a very, very small map, and it is the map Iceland, and it is neutral AI. I think that's important. So if somebody bots out, it's going to be like a little knockable, downable, little removable, I should say. Little blizzards there, but the AI is not going to do much besides stack. And this is open all the way up to experts, because I think at the time of day I'm recording, it's hard to fill a lobby right now. I'm filming at a time I don't normally record, because I'll have something going on when I would normally record. So there are 5 people. There are going to be 4 once I'm removed, which hopefully I will be soon. And you'll see there are only 4 bonuses on this map, and not all these bonuses are equal. So with alliances off, right here, the host has deactivated alliances for this game, so there is no alliances going on. We'll see if the individuals are able to work together. We'll see if they're okay with some players having larger bonuses and some players having smaller bonuses, and we'll see how this goes. What I think we might see at this level is we're going to see individuals using too many of their troops too soon, making them weak, and they're going to get picked off. And I think we might see a snowball from that. But right now, look at the troop total right over here, and it looks really good. It looks like everyone here is actually pretty good at what they're doing. And actually, the red player here might be over attacking. Is the red player going to secure their bonus? So the red player is going to secure their bonus. It is a +3. And we'll see if the other players stand for that, because right now the blue 12 is stuck right here. It either has to go this way or this way, and the purple player certainly wants the blue player out of the way. So are we going to see the blue player lose these 12 troops or do something with them? I don't know. Let's continue on removing ourselves. Did the red player overextend to take there? If they waited and not left troops here, the blue player could have gotten out, and they could have gotten this bonus, and then the red player could have taken their bonus. So we'll see if there was a little overextension here. The pink player, I really think this game's going to blow up pretty quickly. I really enjoy the smaller maps and the possibility of snowballing, and I think it moves the game from more about troop income to not overextending, because I think a lot of other maps it's harder to punish overextending, because you can have multiple positions across the board. I think smaller maps like this is really easy to punish overextensions. So this becomes more about those initial troops that you get. Oh no, it looks like red will be broken here, losing those. Oh, blue's going to slow roll it, which I think is very interesting. They should probably just 100% blitz roll it, but actually they're getting amazing dice here, so they're going to roll out, see where they choose to go from there, or they're just going to sit. They could, if they wanted to, take that +5 territory up there, +5 bonus in which would also have them removing me from the game. So it would be like taking an individual out and taking your bonus. The purple player is going to be happy with that. The red player not so happy with that, but also not in a position to really respond. Blue player choosing to make one giant stack. Are they getting ready to run through someone? If they're opened up to it, which they might be, the red player probably should not retake the bonus, because then the blue player is going to be in a position to take them out of the game, however the pathing they choose to do that, but they won't get a trade from it. So at least not a forced trade right there. They'll have to wait until their next turn. That's very risky for the blue player to do. I do not know if they'll choose to do that. But back to the conservation of troops, those initial amount of troops that you start with, regaining those, if you lose half of them, it'll take you how long to get all of those back? Well, we should have paid attention to how many troops we start with, I guess, to get the answer to that. But the red player actually making themselves easier to take out, being lined up right now. Very interesting. Purple player, not under the radar, is taking their bonus. I think they're pretty safe from being eliminated right now because they have this 4 over here, and so the blue player cannot sweep through and remove them from the game. And let's see what happens. The pink player still not having their bonus. That's okay. I do not think they're in danger of being removed. Although if the blue player were to take out the pink player right now, they would get a trade in, but it would not be worth the cards, I do not think. If the blue player chooses to do, they are in a position to do something. And it may just be removing me from the game. They have at least done that. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know. This is exciting because I know we're on the edge right now. The purple player able to hold their bonus. If they're able to continue to do that, that will be very interesting. They have an easy card to take right here if they want it, but that's going to open blue up in a way that purple might not want to incentivize blue. If blue has to take a card back here, what if they leave, then they're 20 here and they're trapped? They can also take a card here or a card here. I might like taking a card here, although blue might misinterpret that and say, why are you blocking my bonus? I guess they could take a card here or move back, but instead they're going to choose to use those bonus troops from their continent to go around and break the red player, which I think is very interesting. Bad luck for the red player all around, not being able to hold their bonus, and it is one of the smaller bonuses. This is the second smallest bonus. If the blue player ends up doing, I'm very interested in that. The pink player, if they have a trade, at most, I don't see them eliminating anybody, so at most they're going to take their continent. Red player just choosing to take back their continent, not push any farther. Hopefully not going to continue to allow themselves to be bullied once they get their foothold in. But right now it has been very tough for them. So what is the pink player going to choose to do? The pink player is going to take their continent. I think their continent is very nice. It's very out of the way and it's small. So the pink player does not need pick any fights initially, although if everybody else is also friendly, the pink player will fall behind. Pink player figuring it out. They might be a newer player, which is what we're looking for. From what I've picked up though, the blue player does seem pretty good. The purple player seems pretty good also. So we might have someone on the higher end of the spectrum of players we have allowed in here, which, oh, a big trade from blue. Let's see what they choose to do with it. They could choose to eliminate the purple player, taking half the board with them. They eliminate the purple player, they're gonna not be at a huge amount of troops, or they could just choose to take, they could choose to do so much here, but whatever they choose to do, either going in to the purple player or taking their continent, they're going to have to do it through purple if they want to do something with that 30 stack. Blue player loving their slow rolls, does not need to do this considering this is balanced blitz. They will have 100% rolls if they want it. And not playing nice right now with the purple player is very dangerous because the purple player is going to be having a trade-in potentially on 3. So being such a small and intimate map, it is so risky to hit someone else. What I might have liked purple to do is instead move this 3, or blue do is move the 3 into the purple bonus to have the 27 stack there, because if the purple player does not have a trade, then they're in and they take a card, it's going to be on 4 cards, and it might be worth it for the blue player to take the purple player out just to advance the game, considering the other players are pretty weak right now, especially if they are not going to play nice with each other. But let's find out what happens. I really hope the purple player didn't leave. Wow, they get hit 1 time and potentially have left. I would give that not a thumbs up. But we saw the blue player got hit, or the red player got hit several times, chose to stay in the game, chose to keep fighting. Hopefully the purple player does the same and shows that same amount of tenacity that the red player has shown. No, so the purple player does choose to bot out, at least it seems that way, because it's happened right after they were broken. It's also possible they lost connection. Either way, they're not here right now, and a neutral bot has taken control of the purple player's turn, so they'll just be dispersing those troops between the territories until the 10-minute post their leaving mark, and then it will be an automatic surrender from the purple player, although the game may not even last that long. What is the red player going to choose to do? Red player takes a card and passes, making it a bit painful if someone wants to remove the red player, although not impossible. Pink player coming out, they can probably use that stack to just sit there if they really wanted to. Right now, if the blue player chooses to try and eliminate anyone, doesn't matter if it's the red player for their cards, it's going to cost them so much to do so that the other player remaining will probably be able to come back from it. So if you're a newer player right now, what do you do? What do you do if you're a newer player and you're the blue player? Right now, the blue player is in a very tough situation where they don't have a continent, and at the same time, they can't risk, and they're still slow rolling, and they can't risk losing too many troops because they don't have the income. They are going to choose to break the pink player. I wouldn't have done that. If I was the blue player right now, I would have taken my continent and I would have stacked right here. What that says to both of these players is, if you break me, you're risking me coming back into you. Because right now, there's no reason for the red player and the pink player to not continue taking cards off of the blue player. See if the purple player is still botted. Yes. The red player easily can just add 3 right here, roll to take the card and come back. And just, they can keep doing that. I don't think the blue player might have just hit the pink player because it was an easy card to take that also hit the bonus of another player. And actually the red player going a little bit further, taking a territory more than they needed to. Wonder why they were choosing to do that. Okay, let's see what blue chooses to do when a stack is left in the way. So now the only individual the blue player can hit right now is the red player. I would like to see the red player or the blue player take their continent and then see if anyone chooses to break them with the threat of a stack. Blue player still choosing not to take a continent. Very interesting. Right now we've seen the red player and the pink player friends, maybe even united. Their common antagonist, the blue player. So slowly the blue player is going to fall behind unless they choose to do something. The blue player likely wanting the pink player and the red player to fight against each other. But I just don't see that happening, and the blue player does not have the income. Eventually, they're going to fall behind. This is still a fixed game. This is not a progressive game. The bonuses, the bonus troops are not going to get bigger. It's going to be what they are now. I really hope we do not see the red player hit the pink player. Right now, the red and pink player have an easy first and second place together. They work together to remove the blue player, or at least get so far ahead of the blue player that a 3-on-1 is not 100% roll. Luckily, it does work out, and now the red player is over in that corner. So if somebody wants to try and eliminate them, they do have to account for getting back there. I like putting themselves back there. I like it's a little way to make life a little harder for someone that wants to hit you and remove you. If someone wants to hit you, they can. If they want to remove you, they have to get over there. So yeah, we should not see the red player and the pink player fight, because eventually they should get so big from their bonuses, and it'll take time, but they'll get so big from their bonuses that blue will not be that significant of a factor. So blue is really in a situation where they have to make a move. What are they going to choose to do? And really, if things continue the way it is, the game will progress, because the purple player, as the neutral bot, will surrender. That'll be a step of progression. The blue player now locking their stack in a way that can only hit red. The blue player will eventually fall behind in troops to the point where they can be eliminated. And then it'll be 2 players left in the 1v1, and then whoever's better set up for it. So if you're planning for this game to go to that point, to have the length where it gets to the point where those steps happen, it's going to be about setting yourself up for the 1v1. So if you're the red player, if you're the pink player, you're trying to keep the game going, being friendly with each other, and lining up for the 1v1, which will eventually happen if things continue going the way they are going. See, right now the red player has 60 troops. The blue player, although we'll have a trade soon, has 32. That gap is just going to keep growing. The red player with the +3 and the pink player with the +2. The red player is in a better position right now, and we've seen the red player play a bit more lively, a bit more peppy. So I definitely am liking the way the red player is playing. The pink player looking like they're going to lock some troops in a way that they won't be active, and that might be a mistake right now. Okay, so they are going to put the 15 troops somewhere else, and I like that. I might even like the pink player just leaving that stack right here. Nobody's going to do anything about it. No, they are not going to choose to do that. Okay, blue player, you are the big... You're like the X factor right here. What's going to happen? What will you do? What will you stand for? And if you're a newer player here and you're wondering what you do, worst case, you wait for the automatic surrender from the purple player. You leave the game securing 3rd place, which is better than becoming impatient and leaving the game in 5th place, giving the purple player that left the game a higher placement than you. Blue player still choosing the slow roll, almost lost that slow roll. Okay, so now the purple player as the bot has surrendered. Now everyone is guaranteed at least 3rd place in this game that's left. That's awesome. If you're a newer player and you're trying to find the silver lining, that's it right there, because you cannot when you're at such a low rank, gaining in rank, it can be just as easy as not getting last place or second to last place. So right now, the blue player has a win, a little W, just from not doing anything. So good for the blue player. I do like this non-confrontational move by blue. If they feel like they cannot now stand up to red and pink getting out of the way and making it so red and pink have to think about each other more, I think is a really good idea. So it will cost a large amount of troops, and it won't be worth it numbers wise for a very long time to work on taking out the purple player. But that area that the purple player had is out of the way, and it's not as scary of a place to be than being right in the path of pink and blue, or sorry, pink and red. So maybe the blue player could work on the purple player, especially since all of these stacks aren't huge stacks that can immediately run through and hit. If you hit this, maybe a 30 stack that would be left if the blue player were to hit this purple stack. So this 24 can't do it. It can't get out, although the red player might open it. Neither of them have any stacks big enough to punish you for hitting this 13 right now. But instead, the blue player working on the red player, I think this is very interesting, and it will, if it, oh no, the red player surrenders. Why would the red player choose to do that? Oh my gosh, the red player was in a great position. I think the best position to win the game if things, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay, so now we're in a 1v1 where guaranteed blue has at least second place. Every troop right now that they put in the red player is a troop that's not going to go in the pink player. The pink player is going to be at such an advantage right now, almost double the troops. Oh my gosh, wait, no, double the troops of the blue player right now. Oh my gosh, the pink player should have the win. All they have to do is attack once right here, put their big stack right here, and start working on the blue player. The blue player has less troop income. The blue player has less that they can do. Their stack is trapped right now. Just attack once right here and then make a big stack, fortify a big stack, and get ready to take out the blue player. Please just stop right here. No. Okay, stop right here. No. Okay. Well, we'll see if maybe they take their 24 stack and they re-fortify it right here. I think that's a good idea too. Take the 24 stack, put it right here, try and minimize what this 25 stack can do. You've already gone too far. Oh my gosh, and the blue player is in a situation where they can hit the pink player, and you might be thinking, oh no, the blue player can't do anything. They've got 28 troops to 76 with no troop income, but reality is, we're at lower ranks, so you don't know what's going to happen, and this is very interesting, and this is really what the blue player chooses to do. Okay, the blue player, good, at least taking this territory, blocking that bonus from the pink player, but please keep going. You have to remove the troop income from the pink player, although if you do keep going, you're going to make it so the pink player has active stacks right now. The pink player right now can only put down a 6 and attack the blue player. The pink player does not have anything else that's active. What does the pink player choose to do here? Really just changing the game when the red... Oh my gosh, the pink player is also card blocked unless they hit the red player right now. So blue player in a good position right now to have at least a couple turns of the pink player not being able to take a card unless they do something. Here we go. Yes, fortify that out. That's what you should have done before. So now what is going to happen right now with that 30 coming out? It should be the end of the blue player, but the blue player might have a trade on 4 and they might choose to do something with it, but we'll see what they choose to do with it. It is going to be a 8 trade, the second biggest trade, as some people like to say, and what's going to happen with it. 39 to 81 right now. Pink player not going to be having a trade coming up, so it is very possible that the blue player brings it back if the pink player does not get their pathing right and the blue player gets really, really good rolls. But we have seen slow rolling from the blue player, which is going to be their demise. Blue player, if you're watching this, and how do I explain this? If when you go to roll at the very bottom here, you see where my mouse is, it's going to give you little arrows, and you can click those arrows. I think they're right here, but they might be right here. It allows you to choose. Oh, and the game is just ending right now. Okay, it allows you to choose how many troops you are rolling, and then from there you can adjust that to slow roll or to blitz. And it looks like the blue player does know how to blitz because they've just done it just then. So I don't know why. And they both say good game. Good game to these two individuals. We'll see. As soon as, even though there's still going to be troops of the other players remaining, they have surrendered. So as soon as the blue player is taken out, it is going to be the end of the game. And the blue player is going to take second place, and the pink player is going to take first place right now. Congratulations to the pink player. Let's see what we got. So actually we have an intermediate, a novice, a beginner, and a beginner. And I really like this spread here. I like what we saw come out. I want to thank everybody for playing. And what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to go in and I'm going to record a little spot. And it's going to be playing right here on what I'm talking about the choosing how much you roll. So when you're watching this, I don't see it right now, but when you're watching this, you will see an edit of what I'm talking about. So this has been the Risk Grandnovice Series, where I, a Grandmaster on the free-for-all ladder, we're going through it all again, where I, a Grandmaster on the free-for-all ladder, share a lower ranked game. From this, more people see the game of Risk, newer players can improve their play, and most importantly, we all have some fun.